Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel where I will be reviewing the Xbox Elite Series 2 gaming controller. And spoiler alert, this controller is garbage. This controller absolutely sucks, in my opinion. To get to know a little bit about me, to get a little bit to know more about my channel, I am a long-time advocate of Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty ranked play since Black Ops 2. I did take a little bit of a break during the Jetpack era to play a lot of Destiny and Destiny 2. I've also played some Halo. I'm looking at this as someone who plays first-person shooter games. Currently I play on PC, so check out the setup there. But I play on PC now, but I've grew up playing Xbox. I played on PlayStation 4 as well. I prefer the Xbox layout to the PlayStation layout. I don't like the symmetrical thumbsticks, meaning they're next to each other. So I like the asymmetrical, where they're separate like this. So I was really had some high hopes for this as I made a transition to PC gaming about 2 years ago. As I got off console, I really liked my PS5, but I made the switch over. So I bought a Xbox controller because, Windows, Microsoft, hey, maybe they make a good controller. This thing sucks. First off, when I actually bought the controller, it didn't even come with the things that are supposed to make it elite. It didn't come with the paddles. It didn't come with the tensioner, the little thing right here to adjust the thumbsticks. It didn't come with that, and it came out to be a whopping like $200. So here I have it on Amazon. Sorry, let me adjust the brightness here. Right now, you can find it a little bit cheaper. That's a renewed one. Let's see if we can find okay, right here. $239. It looks like that one has a little bit of a nicer case. I paid about $200. About $200. Say, it looks like they've released a new one, so it's a little harder to find the ones at their original price. I think this one right here is a little bit of a newer one at $157, but it's still way too much. But I paid originally like $200 because I had to pay for the controller itself plus to get the accessories. And guess what? It didn't even come with this guy. What this is, it's the dongle, so that way you can play wireless. So let's do this review. First, let's actually talk about the controller before we get too distracted here. First, the good, the bad, the ugly. The good. Let's talk about some things that are good. The actual paddles aren't terrible. Now, I'm going to tell you, first off, I played mostly with just the 2 paddles on. Some people, they need 4 paddles. They want the 4 paddles, but sometimes, I accidentally, hit them with my extra finger, my middle finger here. So I actually like to play 2 paddles mostly. So I like to be able to switch it out. Having the little thing here to pop them in is pretty nice. It's clicky, it's responsive. That's pretty good. The trigger stops. The trigger stops themselves is actually pretty nice. So being able to switch. It's not mouse click. It's still mechanical. And then if you are somebody that's playing different games, you can hit the switch here. Hit the switch here and you get the full range of your trigger back. That's not terrible. Battery life's not terrible for the controller. The D-pad's still, it's just a normal D-pad. Not too bad. So that's not bad. The actual the rubber on the controller isn't too terrible. You can see I've had this controller for a while. It's a little dusty. I haven't played with it in a while. But that's about all I have to say for it. It's a controller. The bad, let's start with the bad. First off, the whole tensioner thing, being able to tension these thumbsticks, it's kind of a gimmick. It's really, really silly. These thumbsticks also are very notorious for stick drift. Stick drift is when you have to your controller just moves on its own. If you are somebody like me who plays competitive first-person shooters, you want to be able to have your dead zones as low as possible to have your most responsive sticks, so that way you can aim and have really snappy aim. If you have to have high dead zones, you cannot have that. So that is an absolute negative for this controller. Second, these bumpers. The bumpers are notorious on these controllers for breaking. as I played Destiny. One day I started realizing, like, when I try to do my super ability, where you have to hit both bumpers to activate it. I was wondering, why is it not working? It's because the bumpers broke. That is an unforgivable sin for this controller. It is negative. These bumpers are notorious for breaking. It is awful. So, I do not recommend this controller. Like I said, it's also a sin that the actual dongle to make it play wireless doesn't come with it. It was another $20. You'll notice this part's missing on mine. It kind of came like that. And also, this thing overheated like crazy in my PC. It kept overheating to the point where I actually, if you look here, you'll see I have a second one. It's an aftermarket one. This one actually worked a lot better than the actual Microsoft Xbox logo official one. So go figure. Aftermarket company's making a better one. You can see I had some custom purple parts, but so none of those things are redeeming factors. Like I said, it just was not performing. Speaking of performance, first, the polling rate of this controller is pretty bad. Polling rate refers to like how often like your PC is like listening to this controller and picking up your inputs. The Xbox Series 2, it's right around 124 hertz and wired, and it's even slower if you're playing wireless, especially on PC. These numbers are like terrible. There's other videos available that'll give you better information. I just Googled this, but that is absolutely terrible numbers if for the price you're paying, right? Like I said, you're finding these out here. A custom one for $239. That's unjustifiable. I've seen them for like $139 for like a new one. Right here. Yeah, red one. This one's renewed, but $139. So I don't know what it is without being renewed. Like I said, here's a Windows Edge, just a new version for $160. This one at least doesn't do the unpardonable sin for this controller. Like I said, when I originally bought this, it didn't come with the paddles. Xbox Series Elite controller, the thing that made it elite is the paddles, doesn't come with it. How like stupid was that? So at least that one, the renewed one there, does come with the paddles. So these are all marks against this controller. And I think I cannot in the right mind recommend it. If you look on your local Facebook marketplace, you'll see a bunch of these Elite controllers for sale. This is my video of saying buyer beware. Do not buy these controllers, especially because this controller I have it on marketplace for sale for $70. I cannot justify telling anyone to actually buy it because this is what I recommend buying. Click over one page right here. If you are on PC, this controller right here, the G7 Pro, is the controller for you to buy. I'll be making a video on this controller here in a little bit, but the Gamester G7 Pro wired controller for Xbox is an amazing controller. You want to know how I know? Because, ta-da! I have one right here. This controller is great, and look at that price point, $80. For $80, you're getting, for half the price, even for the new version's like what, 160 we just saw? Half the price, way better controller. This controller has TMR thumbsticks, so you won't get stick drift. It has clicky buttons, it has the clicky buttons, actual mouse click triggers. Let's see. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I put it next to my mic. It has bumpers that won't break on you. It has a nice little texture there to the bumpers too. It has a swappable D-pad. The D-pad's like the kind of one weird thing on this controller. It has nice thumbsticks. It has only 2 paddles in the back, so that's like the one thing. But I only play 2 paddle, which is fine. And then they do give you the shoulder buttons up here, so you do still get 4 programmable buttons. But you get all that for $80, and look at the polling rate. Up to 1,000. If you're playing on PC, that is amazing. I have some other controllers that can pull over 1,000. But 1,000 is really, really good. It's hard to tell it's really hard to tell more than that. But for $80, you can get a way better controller. You can get 2 of these before you ever can justify buying. Oh, sorry, Darth Vader. Before you can justify buying a Xbox Series Elite controller or the newer version of it. Now, let's say the one downside of this controller is that let's say you're or somebody on Xbox, you haven't made the switch to PC, because if you're playing on Xbox, you need to play with this in wired mode. This is wireless for like if you're on PC like me, or if you're using it for like a different device. But guess what? They did this in this new version of the controller. Boom. Now you can play wireless on Xbox. You can play wireless just like that now for 20 more bucks, for $100. Now it's wireless on Xbox. So that's what I recommend. This controller blows the Elite controller out of the water for the money. This is the controller you want to buy. The G7 Pro. Buy that one. Or if you really want, maybe if you're really super avid competitive gamer like me, and you're already looking at one of these controllers, or let's say you're looking at the newer version for 157 bucks. If you're already there, pay $50 more and get this one. This is the Razer Wolverine V3 Pro 8K wireless gaming controller. I don't have the video. I'm probably gonna make a video on that, but guess what? That's what I have right here. Right here, this controller. This controller's amazing too. Has the TMR thumbsticks, 4 paddles on the back, 2 shoulder buttons, has the triggers adjustable, and has an amazing 8K polling rate, which if you're looking for the absolute most competitive edge, is maybe worth a little bit more money. But if you're just like a normal person just trying to have a good time playing first-person shooter games, pay the 80 bucks or pay the 100 bucks for the G7 Pro. But whatever you ever you do, never buy this controller. So that is my review of the Xbox Series Elite controller 2 and its counterpart. I'd even say the newer one. I don't have the newer one, but I cannot justify recommending that controller. Don't buy that. Buy the G7 Pro, better controller, buy that one. Or if you want a more competitive edge, buy this controller, the Razer. With that being said, my rant is over. Don't buy this controller. Buyer beware. Bye.